Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Lisa McCrary, and I'm one of the trainers here at AHCP, and I'm very happy that you guys have decided to join me today. So let's go ahead and jump right into things with our quote for the week. This week quote actually comes from Lou Holtz. Some of you guys might recognize him. He was an analyst, might still be on CBS, a football player, as well as a coach over at Notre Dame. And what Lou says is your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you're willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you will do it. I love this quote because nothing kills a dream faster than a poor attitude. You know, a poor attitude can really affect your talents. It can affect your motivation and everything. So I'm going to suggest to you guys, starting this week, surround yourself with positive things. Stay encouraged, and your natural God-given talents will shine all on their own. Hope you guys enjoyed that quote for this week. Want to welcome you guys once again to Motivation Monday. I am so happy, like I said earlier, for you guys to be here with us. We're going to start off, as always, with our tips for the week. Then we're going to go into my favorite part, which is the sales shout outs. And then after that, our sales topic of the week is going to be tips on how to increase your social media engagement. So we'll see how that goes. Let's first start off with our tip for the week. And it looks like coming this Wednesday, April 20th at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, our Medicare trainer is going to be talking about veterans and Medicare. This webinar is designed to review how VA and TRICARE can work along with Medicare, as well as some additional benefits that are available to our retired and disabled military personnel. If you have clients that fit into this category, or if you're someone that sells Medicare and are unfamiliar with how VA and TRICARE works along with Medicare, please plan on joining this webinar on Wednesday, April 20th at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Now for my favorite part is the reward and recognition. I love when we're able to reward you guys for all of the wonderful things that you are doing out there to help clients out with things that weigh heavily on their minds, such as health insurance. I would say that would. But let's first start off with our highlights when it comes to our carriers for the week of April 11. Looks like in short-term medical, United Healthcare was the number one short-term medical plan that was being sold last week. When it comes to limited med, we have National General. Accident, we have National General again. And then for that critical illness, United Healthcare led the way. Dental, we had National General. For that dental area, it seems like no other carrier is able to beat the National General dental program. It really is a solid program for our clients. If you are not bundle selling, or if you are not cross-selling additional products, you are missing out on a great opportunity to earn more money, but more importantly, to help your clients. So we've done plenty of different webinars on how to effectively bundle. If you haven't seen those, go back on YouTube. You can find those, or go on to the AHCP website. That information is available to you. Now let's go ahead and talk about our superstars for the week. In short-term medical sales, we have Daniel Reese, I think it's pronounced Riss. And then we have Deborah Rezepka. She came in second, and then Mark Hager came in third. With our limited med sales, we have Jacob Gordon, we have Deborah again, and then we have, with our accident sales, Mason Lipwell, I believe that's how it's pronounced. He came in first, and then we have a familiar name we've seen there before, Blake Bowman, who came in second. So congratulations to all of you who have made a difference in your clients' lives and for being topped on our sales and shout outs. So congratulations to all of you. So now let's go to our topic for the week, how to increase your social media engagement. Really being a business owner and not having some sort of social media presence could be slowing your growth and revenue potential down. Social media engagement is so very important these days, more important than we ever could thought probably 20 years ago that this would ever be, because this is really a way that many people communicate. It's how they search for things and how they stay up to date on relevant issues that are happening in the world. So it really is something as a business owner, if you haven't taken the time to create some kind of social media platform, now is the time to do it. When you effectively do it, you really get more at bats with potential customers. You create a social media for your social community, for your existing clients. You get more of people that actually engage with your content. So it's really, really important. So if you want to increase your revenue and your footprint, take some time to develop some sort of social media presence. So let's talk a little bit more about that. So let's get a little bit more deeper into it. Now, one of the things that when we're starting off with our social media platform, I'm not going to suggest that you start trying to get involved with every social media platform that's out there all at once. This is a little overkill, and it will also be pretty difficult for you to do. If you are new to posting on social media, my number one advice would be to begin by just picking one social media outlet and only one. Where many people go wrong is they try to post to too many different platforms. Each platform engages differently with their viewers. And if you try and do them all at once, a lot of times you will fail, and you'll also get very frustrated because it's not doing what you want it to do, which is draw more people and more attention to your brand. Just to give you a few examples, when we talk about Facebook, Facebook is a great option for business to customer engagement because it allows for targeted advertising as well as promoting events. When you post on Facebook, you are allowed up to 63,000 characters per post. You can write a short novel really in a post on Facebook. Whereas when we talk about something like LinkedIn is more of a business to business platform. Users can create their own forums to start conversations and share industry knowledge. LinkedIn, however, it allows for only 700 characters per post. So it's not as much information you're able to post on LinkedIn versus Facebook. Now let's look at one more. Let's look at Twitter. Twitter is totally different than Facebook and LinkedIn. Posts are limited to only 280 characters per post. So users of Twitter are looking for more concise feedback on things like current events, real-time information, and brand awareness. That is why I say pick one and get good at that one before moving on to another platform, because they're just all so different. So where do you start? Find out where your clients are hanging out or where other influencers in the life and health industry, where they're hanging out, and then go there and learn everything you can about that particular platform. Now, if you want to know where people are hanging out the most, probably Facebook is the number one platform out there that people are using. It has over 2.89 billion monthly users. But Twitter, 7 out of 10 Americans use Twitter as their news source. So people are on Twitter getting information. So it's a great choice as well. And then YouTube. YouTube is something I haven't talked about yet, but it is a powerful video-based platform worth looking into. You can create a video talking about anything that you choose. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things you can talk about later, but you can talk about things on YouTube, and it will help you get your voice out there a little bit more. One thing that's really great about YouTube as well is that you can link it to other social platforms. So, if you are interested in posting on YouTube, you can link that YouTube video, say, to your Facebook account or your personal account. That's a really good tip as well. Linking your business media information to your personal information. That way, everybody that's looking on your personal site now are going to be more inclined to check out your business site too. YouTube is a great medium for that because it can easily be done. But either way, make sure you choose one of these and don't try and do them all at once, because it really is a lot of information and a lot to try and do all at once. To keep your social media presence strong, you really must post regularly. So you don't want to do it every now and then. Your viewers are expecting some type of consistency to your posting. So when you commit to doing this, it's important for you truly to commit. The more you post, the more opportunities you'll have for your post to be shared by your followers. But also, posting more frequently means that you'll rise to the top of your followers' feed. That has something to do with those algorithms. When people are actually out there using your site, the more you post, the more they're going to look at your post, the more you will be recognized, and the network will actually reward you because of the constant activity that's on your media page. If you think about it, social media networks want people using their platform. So the more you post, the more networks will reward you. So you, as the creator, you just need to come up with creative ways in order to post. And sometimes that can be a little bit challenging, but I'm going to hopefully give you some tips that in the next coming slides, that's going to help you with your content that you can post in order to keep your folks engaged. If you're struggling with posting consistently, use a calendar to help you stay organized. Like the one that I have here on the screen now. This was something that I simply took from Microsoft. It was a template right on Microsoft. So they're not hard to find. It's just the action of actually doing it and planning it. The other best practice that goes along with using a calendar is make sure you're planning your content at least 1 month prior to presenting. This is going to help reduce your stress in trying to plan content, as well as give you plenty of time to post information that is going to grab your viewers' attention. Over and above posting content, it's really important for you to connect with your fans directly, engaging your followers. It may take a while. It's not going to instantaneously happen, but it goes back to you doing it consistently. And it also depends on the platform that you use. Some platforms encourage more chattiness than others. I would say Facebook is one of those platforms, as well as Twitter. But if someone comments on your post, make sure that you're not just celebrating that someone liked your post or someone commented on your post. You actually are commenting and replying back to them. In doing this, this is really creating this one-on-one interaction with your audience, and that's what your audience want to know. If you're worried or want to see actually out of your page, if you're worried about not seeing a reply or a comment quick enough, I know I'm really bad at looking at my phone often, so I might miss in my case, replying to something because I just didn't see it, set yourselves up with notifications. When things are posted, you can set that up on your phone or on your computer, or create a reminder where your clock will go off to let you know to check your comments. But the important thing here is to be responsive to your audience, to gain new followers, as well as to get the respect from your existing followers because you're engaging with them. It's really important. And always don't forget to always thank them for joining your page. That goes a long way too. Just simply saying thank you for participating on your page. The next thing I want to talk about is being human. And this is where we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do and some of the things that you can post about on your social media page. Don't just be about your brand. Let your people know that you are human, that you have the same exact emotions and feelings that your audience have. Many business owners are really hesitant to take a stance when it comes to certain things, especially controversial political or social issues. You know, you don't want to alienate any of your customers. So in my opinion, you might want to stay away from those type of topics, but there are so many other things that you can talk about that will help engage your client, your community online, and also help you better relate to them as you're talking to them. So a couple things you might want to consider to more humanize yourself when it comes to interacting with the folks online. You can post about maybe your commitment to some kind of special organization. Maybe you attended a local or an industry-led event. Post about that. When you're out and about, take pictures and talk about different things that you have done in your community or industry related. People love animals. If you have a dog or a cat on your business page, there's nothing wrong with posting about your dog or cat. People love seeing that kind of content. Maybe your clients gave you a thank you note. You had a client that really appreciated something that you did. Find out if it's okay for you to post that, or don't use your client's name. Of course, you don't want to do that without getting their permission, but comment on things that your clients like. Maybe you've done something for your assistant that was really nice, such as had a birthday party for her. Post something about your assistant. Not only will that make your assistant feel really good, but it also will let your community know that you're more than just your brand. So there's so many things that you can post about that will keep you out that political arena, or talking about social issues, which really can alienate a portion of your customers, which you don't want to do. Look at more positive things, your animals, things you've done, things you're interested in, things like that. That is going to be what makes the difference on your page to make you seem, like I said, more human than just about your brand. And finally, when you're on using social media to gain more customers, focus on building relationships versus followers. Yes, it is true, as I said earlier, having a lot of followers, you might get access to extra stuff on your social media platform from the networks. But social media is a great venue to communicate and interact with your customers and potential customers. Just remember to connect with your audience in a way that instills trust. Talk to them directly. Honestly, talk to them like you're talking to a friend when you're looking at the screen, or if you're writing something, some type of blog. People like it when you do that. It's better to have a smaller following with highly engaged followers than to have a large number of people following you that don't interact with you at all. Okay, that's going to do it for us today. For Motivational Monday. Thank you guys for joining me. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always go to training@ahcpsales.com, or you can call the 1-887 number that's listed there. If you want to view this again in about a couple days, it will actually be online for you to view again. You can reach the link at training@ahcpsales.com. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And again, thank you for joining me.